Namaste, I am your regular host Usa Sapkota. This time I am with you with the presentation of corporate social responsibility. I hope most of you are visiting Maitigar Mandala. If you see the Maitigar Mandala, all the flowery environment, some time ago, Krishi Vikas Bank try to manage this and maintain it. It is the example of corporate social responsibility. I hope you understand from my example. Corporate social responsibility is the set of obligation an organization has to protect and enhance the society in which it functions. That means sometimes they will provide some returns to the society. It is the self regulating business model that helps a company be socially accountable to itself, its stakeholder, and the public. Stakeholder are shareholder, employee, researcher, government, suppliers, and many more. By practicing corporate social responsibility, it is also called the corporate citizenship. Organizing may be considered the responsible to their the stakeholder, to the natural environment, and to the general social welfare. Dimension of CSR, corporate social responsibility. What are sustainability? It is the long term goal, and corporate citizenship behavior, it shows the proper behavior toward the society where you exist. Corporate sustainability, it enhance your future toward the sustainable business. And responsible business, you will be the responsible business in your environment. Responsible investment, your investment will be the responsible. And corporate accountable, you will be the accountable in the corporate society. Environmental, social and governance issue, creating the shared value. That means Krishi Vikas Bank try to share the value in the greenery of Kathmandu. Triple bottom line, this is the bottom line from government, private organization, private parties, and even for the any corporate. And corporate responsibility, it is the responsibility of the any corporate house to provide some return to its society and environment where it exists. There are strong arguments for both, for and against social responsibility. Argument for the social responsibility: business create problem and should therefore help to solve them. If you are considering the um, business of brick, while making the brick, they exploit the environment, so they need to, it's their problem to solve the air related problem in that society. Corporations are citizens in our society, like each and every individual pay the tax and be the proper citizens of the country. Similarly, corporation also have the some duties to be the citizens of that country or that society. Business often had the resources necessary to solve the problem. If some natural calamities happening like flood and natural disaster like earthquake, then at that time business houses do the more donation than the individual, because they have the more resources in terms of main method, money, machine, and markets. Business in a partner in our society along with the government and the general population. They are the partner with the government as well as the general population, so they need to take care the interest of government by paying the various types of tax, and the interest of the general population by doing the various activities like maintaining the social peace and balance, providing the job opportunities, and creating education or college school in the business premises, and creating the healthy environment by providing the different health facility to its customer or to its employee, and even in society once or twice a year. Argument against the CSR is not the responsibility of any society, because the purpose of business is to generate the profit, because business involves the various types of risks, and it is the risk taking behavior, so your return should be the good amount of profit. So it is not necessary to share the profit with the society, because they are the taking part of the job, and the government also taking the part from the tax way. So you have right to keep your profit with you. Involvement in the social program gives the business too much power. Although business have the strong power of the bargaining, if they know the society very well, they know how to manipulate them and how to be the strongest in the society, so that may not be the acceptable in the society. So corporate social responsibility is not the job of the any business house. There is the potential for conflict of interest. Organization always want the more profit, whereas the employee always want more general welfare, where then can be the conflict between the two parties. Business lacks the expertise to manage the social problem. Like if there is the health related program in the society, business doesn't have any problem, any expertise on the health related service, so their business may lack the different expertise which need to the solving of the social program or managing of the social program. Government and corporate social responsibility. The government influence the business through the various legislation, environmental protection legislation, that you can't damage the environment. Tax legislation, you need to pay the various types of tax, like registration fee, it is starting, you need to pay the income tax, and you need to pay the corporate income tax, you need to pay the excise duty. And consumer protection legislation, where you need to take care of your consumer health and consumer mind, you can't bleed off your consumer money. And employee protection, you need to take care of your employee, and there is 8 work life balance concept: 8-hour work, 8-hour sleep, and 8-hour entertainment. Organization rely on the personal contact. Lobbying is, that means personal contact means the knowing the personal party, or sometimes do the policy corruption by paying the money, lobbying for the any candidates for the election, because many of the company pay the huge money during the election to support the person whom they know and whom they want to win. And potential action of the committee and favor to the influence the government. There are many way that any company can influence the government by paying the money in terms of election donation and election support and various way. Organization activities to manage CSR. There is the legal compliance, that you need to meet all the legal compliance of the country. That may be the consumer law, employee law, labor law, and income law, audit law, where there are the various law you need to meet the complaints to during the business. And there is the ethical complaints, you need to meet the ethical standard, ethical belief, and ethical social acceptance. And there is the proper leadership and culture, which leadership lead the organization, and culture is transferred from one generation to another generation, how to manage the corporate social responsibility. There are 5 areas of corporate social responsibility, namely investor, consumers, community, employees, and government. Investor can be owner or shareholders. They provide the capital and bear the risks. Responsibility towards the investor should be maximize the investor wealth, financial disclosure, investor participation, provide the clear information to the investors, provide up to date financial statement. And another is consumer responsibility towards the consumer. Organization must satisfy the consumer needs. Responsibility toward the consumer should be product promotion, product satisfy, product quality, and consumer stress. Another is community responsibility towards the community are ensure the environmental quality. The any company should not be degrade the environmental quality of the surrounding or business environment. Environmental employment creation, any company should create the various number of jobs which serve the community people. And community needs, they need to take care of the community needs, such as use of expertise and resources for solving the community problem, provision of voluntary service to the community, sponsorship for the arts, culture, education and charities and social causes, locating the production facility in backward areas. And another is responsibility towards the employee. Employees perform the jobs, their cooperation and commitment is essential for achieving the organizational goal. So responsibility of employee is important for any organization success. Their work environment, the better environment of work is necessary. Occupational safe and healthy, quality of work life, good labor relations and work life balance, that is 8 hours work, 8 hours leisures and 8 hours sleep. And another last is responsibility towards the government. Every business house have the responsibility towards the government. That means they need to make the legal compliance, they must be the political impartiality, national problem solve, they need to aid and they need to pay the tax on time. Thank you.